Welcome back. Let's bring in 23 ABC's meteorologist Brandon Michaels as we talk about our forecast moving ahead. Although I really just want to ignore this portion of our forecast.
Yeah, we could definitely skip the next couple of days, and I don't think anyone would protest too much. We're getting into another stretch of summer-like weather. We just can't shake it off. Eventually, though, we're going to cool back down as we head mostly into next week here. But 87 in Bakersfield for your high today, 88 in Fresno, 92 up in Sacramento. So pretty warm all across the Central Valley today. And again, that's a trend we expect to continue. We're seeing this big area of high pressure off to the west over the Pacific. That is going to give us some very hot temperatures for this time of year, 10 to maybe even as much as 15 degrees warmer than average for some of us. So certainly warmer than we would like it to be here in the middle of October. Here's tomorrow's forecast. Again, we're going to 88 for the high in Bakersfield, 88 Lebec, 84 at the base of the Grapevine. Going to see a couple 90s on the board as well, and then cooler temperatures in the mountains, mainly lower 80s for some of our higher elevation communities. So a little bit more comfortable in the mountains tomorrow. Not as much wind as today. We definitely saw some gusty spots in our mountain and desert communities, and still a little bit of a breeze tomorrow, but in general things are not looking quite as bad. We're also going to be keeping a close eye on haze the next couple of days. Not a ton of smoke tomorrow, a little bit more than today. We're going to go unhealthy for sensitive groups for our air quality forecast, and we're definitely going to start to notice more of that haze, and I'm going to keep that in the forecast as long as I keep these 90-degree temperatures, which is through about Saturday. So we definitely have another stretch of heat heading our way. The good news, that is going to break down, it looks like, as we head into next week, and we're going to get back much closer to normal, which is actually fairly comfortable here for this time of year. Again, the hazy skies sticking with us into the weekend across the board. We are going to see the Kern River Valley into the 90s tomorrow, into the mid-90s by the time we get to Friday, and then cooling down comfortable into the 80s by the time we get to next week. Tehachapi and Fraser Park peaking in the mid-80s, dropping all the way down into the 70s for next week. So in the short term, we do have bad news in the forecast, but it looks like as we head into next week, we're actually going to get a little bit more of that fall weather.
Good. We want that back, and we want it to stay next time.
Yes, hopefully it will.